garden friends. I'm sitting out here third week of January and it's 5 degrees. Yep, it's warmer than it was yesterday when it didn't get above 0 until well into the day. So yeah, it's winter here in central New Hampshire, zone 5B, and there's absolutely nothing going on in the garden. 0. That is one of the disadvantages, I guess, to having a gardening channel in this region of the country for at least maybe 3 months of the year. There's absolutely nothing you can do in the garden. The ground is frozen, rock solid, and usually covered with a layer of frosty stuff. And speaking of frosty stuff, we are imminently, like it's right there on the radar, about to get the biggest snowstorm we've had in a long time. There's a major winter storm brewing, and we're gonna get at least a foot or more of white fluffy stuff. Thankfully, it's gonna be fluffy and not heavy wet stuff, or it would be much more of a disaster. But yeah, I'm really excited about this actually. Snowstorms are one of my favorite weather events. Anyway, so I thought I'd just do a quick video, or at least a quick intro to a video, and just kind of poke around, show you some things that we've done to prepare, and then wait for the storm and hopefully capture some very cool footage afterwards, and try to make some sort of video to tide us over until we can start talking about some green things again. So let's take a little walk. It's going to be short though because it is cold. Woo! Yep, here we are, frozen tundra. But let me just show you a couple of things. Take a quick walk up here. Just realizing now as I'm holding the camera with my bare hand, that was not a good idea. So shortly I'm going to have to switch to putting my glove back on. Anyway, so here is the barn slope. And I was able to get a little bit of the rock work done that's going to support this upper tier here. So hopefully once the ground thaws again, maybe in March, I'll be able to continue building this rock wall here. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, I think I mentioned this before, but the deer have been in here, oops, get up here, and have been chewing on some of the evergreens. This is the mountain laurel. They pretty much mowed that down. And this other little arborvitae here, the fire chief arborvitae. So I've temporarily covered them with fencing, and once the weather kind of warms up a little bit, I'll be spraying them with some liquid fence. They also started munching that rhododendron as well. So yeah, deer. We have so many deer here. We swing back around here. And the deer have also, I think I showed you this before, they've also been munching on these azaleas. As you can see, chewing on those. So yeah, lots more fencing and liquid fence to come. Alright, just had to put my glove back on because my hand was freezing to the camera. We'll take a quick walk down here to the chickens. Just realizing I have to close that front gate, but so the chickens have been holding their own here in the cold, this brutal cold. We put extra bedding in the hoop house and been giving them extra scratch rations, and they're doing okay. Let's go in and see how they're doing. I don't know if you can hear it, but the snow, it's so cold the snow squeaks as I walk. That's how you know it's really cold. Hello, girls. Yeah, they're cold. Poor things. Yeah, I know. Spring's coming. Yesterday my husband and I came out here and shoveled out the hoop house here, and to remove all the snow. Come back over this way. Woo. Remove the snow from the sides of the hoop house because we're going to get another foot or so, and we just didn't want the pressure of the snow on the hoop house. And yeah, hopefully that'll put them in good nick for this upcoming storm. One more peek at the girls. Hello, ladies. So yeah, I'm just gonna pan around here, take some before the storm pictures of the garden. Maybe we'll take a walk back behind the house through the garden. Whew. Oh, just realized I gotta refill that bird bath before the storm. Add that to my to-do list. As you can see, we've been shoveling off the patio, and we try to put most of the snow off the patio on this side of the patio so that it flows away from the house. But we still have the ridge of ice from the roof falling down on the patio. So this is why we don't keep furniture out on the patio in the winter. So yeah, the garden is frozen. Now I do like to leave a lot of the flower stems up over the winter for the birds, and they do come through here and pick at the seeds and take shelter. So yeah, let's walk down here. Frozen solid. But you know what? I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, even in, you know, places that allow you to garden year-round. I really do enjoy the seasons, especially winter. Just so pretty. So here's the pond garden. Again, completely frozen. There's the bog, the pond, completely frozen and covered in snow. But by this time tomorrow, there'll be a whole lot more snow. Can't wait. Very excited. Oh, I can't feel my fingers. I've only been out here a few minutes, and oh my goodness, it is so cold. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go collect eggs and then get inside where it is warm and wait for the storm to materialize. I'm very excited. So hopefully I will get lots of cool footage that I can put together into a video and see how that goes. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Well, it started. It's actually been snowing for, I don't know, about 2 hours now. It is coming down. So pretty. I'm about to head out to the chickens, swing over here to check eggs because it's only 5 degrees out and we've been checking eggs every couple of hours so that the eggs don't freeze in the nest boxes. You can see snow is already accumulating on the hoop house. Can you hear? Hear that squeaky snow? Whew. All right. This is truly dangerous weather, people. I mean, I'm out here having fun, but I'm only going to stay out here a few minutes. At 5 degrees, if you're not dressed in the appropriate clothing, you're going to be very uncomfortable very quickly. Thankfully, this is not a windy storm, so the wind has died down. Yesterday, it was between 0 and 5 most of the day, and it was windy, so it was pretty brutal. Here, I'm gonna actually knock some of this snow off. All I have to do actually is just tap the plastic, and it comes off. I like to do this during the day if we get snow, because the snow's blocking the light. Let's see. The snow's blocking the light from getting inside the hoop house, and the chickens are in there, so they're kind of in the dark. They're really not liking me doing this. I can hear them clucking inside. But actually, my husband and I have already talked about this. Tonight we're gonna come out before we go to bed and clean off the hoop house, keep the snow off. Alright, so let's go in here and see what we got. I've already done the majority of the egg collection for the day, so I'm only expecting a couple, if that. Oop. Hello, ladies. There's one here. Put that in my pocket. Ooh, what do you got? Nothing. What are you doing in the nest box then? Who else we got? Ooh, there's one here. Ooh, jackpot. 4 up here. Let me grab these. Stuff them in my pockets. Hold on. All right. See, there's some hens in here hanging out. What are you guys doing in here during the day? All right, let's close these doors up. Oops, hard to do this with gloves on, but the metal is so cold. Woo! Every time. I don't know if you saw that on camera. I forget to look up here, this metal roof, where the snow piles up, and when you slam the nest box doors, it comes down on your head, or in the egg bucket. Anyway, so I'm gonna go around on the other side and knock the snow off this side, although some of it already came off. There we go. Once it gets thicker, we use a car wash broom, actually, to pull it off. Although this is going to be fluffy snow, so hopefully it'll just shed like this. When it's sticky, we have to use a broom to get it off. Oop, slip sliding all over here. There. That's a little better, I think. All right, well, here we are in the middle of the storm. Many hours to go. This is supposed to be a long duration storm. Whew, but look at how pretty this is. All right, back inside. Well, here we are. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. Susie's looking at this snow going, what the? But yeah, it's still coming down. There's our one Christmas decoration for the year. Yep. Wow. Yes, that is a different dog. We have a new family member who will get his own video, introduction video. Oops, let's not watch that. Shortly. Come on, Suze! Susie's like, nope, I'm not coming out. Anyway, it looks like we've got maybe 4 or 5 inches at this point. We'll come out with an official ruler measurement tomorrow. But yeah, look at, oh, it's so nice. My husband is down by the chicken hoop house. He's about to knock the snow off the hoop house. I'm headed out to retrieve the egg cooler. I don't know if you can see any of this with the low light, but it's always kind of fun to watch. Maybe? Oh, he had to I can hear him. He's helping in. We have one chicken who insists on sitting outside the door at night. So he has to escort her in into the coop every night. So I just heard him talking to her. All right, so now I think he's going to start knocking stuff off. Oh, it's cold. There we go. We'll actually come back out later tonight and knock it off again, just to keep the weight off the hoop house. All right, I'm gonna go get eggs. Tromping through the snow. Well, here we are the next morning. It's still lightly snowing, but I think the majority of the snow is over. There are the dogs, wondering what the heck just happened. So pretty out. So I don't know how much we got yet. Haven't done an official measurement. Let's grab the measuring tape and see if we can find a spot that wasn't in the wind. It got windy last night and blew the snow around a bit. All right, got my handy tape measure. Go step out here into the snow where I know, let's see, this I know was down to bare ground before. So that's saying 7 inches. Let's go test. Woo, walking through a drift here. Let's go test down here where it might be a little less windy. Oh, here it's saying 8.5. So, yeah. Not as much as I thought we would get. They were predicting a foot to 18 inches. So, so pretty though. What do you guys think? Huh? Not sure? Susie actually likes the snow. Our newest puppy dog. Hi, Shawnee. This is Sean. Poor Sean is from Mississippi, so he doesn't quite know what to make of this. Huh. Oh, buddy. We'll talk about Sean in another video, but I'm gonna go bring him in and get shoveling. Well, I'm back outside again. It is in the afternoon, like 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's been snowing again for hours now. This is the second half of the storm, I guess. They did tell us it was going to snow again this afternoon. The little gap in between the main storm yesterday and this, whatever this is. So we've had another probably, I don't know, couple inches here since we shoveled this morning, or snowblowed, shoveled and snowblowed. But yeah, it's coming down like crazy right now. So pretty. I had hoped to get the drone out today to get some aerial shots of the snow on the ground and the gardens in the winter, but this heavy snowfall is just not going to allow that. So I guess we'll have to try that tomorrow. So this video continues for yet another day. Well, hello again. It's a couple days later. Today is Thursday. The storm started on Sunday and ran all the way through actually like Tuesday morning. And we've had over a foot of snow, and yeah, we've spent the last day or so digging ourselves out. We're almost there, not quite. We still have some work to do, so but let me show you what things look like right now. Wing the camera around here. There's Miss Susie. So yeah, we are deep into winter. All the snow from the driveway that got blown into the pond garden. But it's so pretty. Oh, and there's Shawnee. Hi, Sean. I promise you guys I will do another dog video properly introducing Sean. So yeah, we've had all kinds of stuff come off the roof and had to dig ourselves out several times as the roofs shed. So now we have a mountain in front of our house. The only task we have left to do, and we'll take care of that today, is the east side of the hoop house. As you can see, it's still buried, but it's not really pressing on the plastic, so we've kind of put that off till the last bit. Oop. Play with the focus here. So yeah, this is gardening in New Hampshire in winter. There really isn't much that can go on. As you can see, this big pile here came off the porch, or the patio, sorry. The patio. Yeah, so we're not going to be getting in here until like April. Come back around here. So all of that snow came off of these roofs here. A lot of snow on the roof we had to get off, and then all this. Although the ice ridge is still here, that won't go until we get a good rain. But yeah, the garden definitely sleeps. As you can see, the snow fell off the roof of the barn, the big mound there at the base, which is why I can't put any delicate shrubs right in that pathway. So I think the daylily area was a good idea. Shawnee. Well, I think that's it for this video. It's still bitterly cold here. It just got into double digits like a few minutes ago, but it was about -7 when we woke up this morning. So very, very cold. I'm gonna end this video with some pictures and footage that I took with the drone, if I can get it to work again. Still new to the whole drone thing. But anyway, yeah, and then I think that'll be it for today. There's really not a lot going on right now other than a little bit of seed starting that I'm thinking about doing. And I have videos of that from last year, what I do for seed ordering and seed starting. So check those out. I'll put them linked below in the description. But I really don't feel the desire to sort of fill my channel with filler this time of year in order to please the YouTube algorithm. It isn't me. The reality of life in New Hampshire, gardening in life in New Hampshire, is that there's not much going on right now. In fact, there's like zero, except for starting a few seeds. It's late January and everything is frozen solid. And so, you know, I'm not going to make stuff up just to fill my channel. I want to be authentic, genuine about what the realities are of living here and gardening here and, you know, raising chickens here. I may do a few chicken videos when we have something exciting to show you or fun to show you. But otherwise, it's just time for me to take a step back and, you know, plan for this upcoming year and relax a little bit, do some yoga to work out all the kinks in my back from a year of gardening and shoveling and all sorts of farm stuff. So yeah, there will be plenty more videos to come, I promise you, this spring, summer and fall. Got, you know, a couple of big projects that I want to get done, and, you know, finishing up the spaces I've already created, which I think will be pretty exciting, and I hope you'll join me for that. Otherwise, there are plenty of other videos that I've done on my channel that I would love for you to check out in the meantime. And yeah, thank you for being here. I do appreciate your support, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.